Russell Wilson has always been an overachiever. Russell Wilson has always been more interested in how he's perceived than the results, and the veil has finally fallen.
Well, hello there. I am fuckboy fanboy. Welcome to my diary.
People are saying Russell Wilson is washed. People are saying this trade was one of the worst ever, and I can't say I disagree. I admit, I saw the miracle run at Wisconsin, and it was quite something. I'm not going to play it down. I'm not a fan of the guy. I'm just not. He doesn't seem like an authentic person. He's more interested in putting a front up, feeling like he's the big deal and the center of attention, all the let Russ cook bullshit. Let's be honest. The reason the Seahawks won those Super Bowls was because of the defense. Richard Sherman, Earl Thomas, Cam Chancellor, Cliff Averill, all the studs that they had on the other side of the ball. That was a historically good defense, maybe the last real great defense we will ever see in the NFL. And Russell Wilson had the, good fortune of having them on the other side of the ball for him for a lot of those years. This was why the Seahawks were what they were. And I'm not going to sit here and say, Russ didn't have his moments. Sure. But as we've seen, a lot of them were running away, making stuff happen in the backfield and then throwing downfield. Russ has never been a great on-time quarterback, and I don't think he's a great leader. I think he's a big me guy, and I think that's why we saw him fall apart at the Broncos. He really leaned into that me mentality, made a break from his past team. You never know what the real formula for success is. It could have been those coaches over there at Seattle. It could have been Pete Carroll. It could have been his quarterback's coach. It could have been, the guys that were around him. You never know what is keeping someone in check or helping them to perform at their top level. And then we just got all the weird, petty shit, like Marshawn talking about how, when he was teammates with Russ, he couldn't even get a hold of him. It's just, I'm not a fan of the guy. I'm not. And honestly, I think that what we've seen over the past couple years is just really what you get with Russ. I don't think he's going to get better. In fact, I think that a lot of his weaknesses were masked playing in Seattle. When you're a young guy, you can do a lot of things that when you get a little bit older. But it wasn't just age. He wasn't in shape. Was he even ready to play? You sign a $230 or whatever $1 million contract and you don't show up ready to play. There are a lot of guys who I don't necessarily like on the field, or maybe I don't even like off the field, but I respect them because of their play on the field. And Russ is not one of those guys. Russ is one of those guys that I wouldn't want to be friends with. I for sure, not happening. I'm sorry. Authenticity is number one with me. And then when you're failing on the field and you're doing weird gimmicky stuff, do we remember when he did high knees on a plane? I can't remember if the team was coming from or going to a game, but Russ is failing. The team is failing, and his sense of leadership, his style of leadership is to do high knees up and down the middle aisle of a plane. That's not leadership. That just screams I want to look good. I want to look like I'm being a leader. together. Hey guys, can't you see I'm doing all the right stuff? But, you know, I think it's a whole bunch of bullshit.
Night demands sacrifice, so I pretend